Zach Bingman here, AgXplore's Sales Acceleration Leader. Jason, would you mind introducing yourself?
Hey, good morning, Zach. My name's Jason Fettig. I'm technical agronomist for AgXplore in northern U.S.
So Jason, just for a brief overview here, we discussed the benefits of an application at the reproductive phase and specific needs it has. Now let's transition into a few components of OnWard Max itself. OnWard Max is a 3-way EPA-registered late season PGR. That's a mouthful. What does that mean, Jason?
Yeah, I mean, and that's important. It's an EPA-registered product. It's a 3-way product. It contains kinetins, GABA, and we used GABA previously in Architect, so we may have some GABA out there in the crop already. And then we have choline chloride. So it's a 3-way mix of those plant growth regulators, and it's all about the ratios. We're hearing a lot about plant growth regulators lately. With OnWard Max, it's really about getting those ratios perfected of those three. And those three do some really important things for us. They've all got separate roles they play.
So weather's a big conversation right now. It's hot. Some places it's rainy. Some places it's really windy. There's a lot of stress the crop is enduring at this application timing. What is OnWard Max going to do to help alleviate some of those concerns farmers may have?
Yeah, so when we get stresses right now in a corn crop, for example, we may have kernels 35 deep, but we may have, we may end up aborting a few rows of kernels, which, that can be detrimental when we run into stresses late. What we're hoping to do with a product like OnWard Max is to stop that plant from having to abort kernels and retain every kernel that it produces by mitigating some of those stresses. So I mentioned the products that were in OnWard Max. GABA is very good at stress mitigation. It helps that plant go through these stress periods and not have products like ethylene build up in the plant, which is ethylene kind of ends things for the grain. So that's really what this product is designed to do, is get the plant through some of these stress periods so that we keep every kernel that we've built.
So the timing for this application is very important, right? Because it can go in the tank with your fungicide. What does that mean for a grower?
Yeah, so that's really what's cool about OnWard Max is timing is critical. We want to get this timed right on corn, soybeans, and any other crop we use it on. That's the beauty of OnWard Max. It's really versatile. It's a product that we use on a lot of different crops, fruits, row crops, things like that. But one of the beauties of it is it fits really nicely in on a corn type of program where we're going out there at tassel time, reproductive time, goes right in with the fungicide. A lot of times we'll put a product like octane in there with it to provide some simple sugars and some carbs. And then right at fungicide time on soybeans at R2 or R3, perfect timing for OnWard to ride along with that fungicide trip and maximize those yields.
Okay, so you mentioned GABA earlier. Let's dive into that a tad bit. Let's wrap this up with the technology in the product. And can you give us just a key word to simplify what it's doing in the crop?
Yeah, I would say, when you talk about GABA, really any of those products in there, but when you talk about GABA, you talk about stress mitigation, mitigating those stresses, mitigating those abiotic environmental stresses so that they have less of an impact, lowering impact of stress on yield.
Got it. All right. That will wrap us up here. I am Zach Bingman. Jason, as always, thank you for coming on and sharing your expertise with us. This is the second video of a 3-part series. On our next video, Jason will tie it all together for us. Catch you next time.